Taipei Medical University was founded in 1960. Students can walk to the iconic Taipei 101 skyscraper and the city's biggest business and entertainment district. Over the past half-century, the former Taipei Medical College's leadership has transformed TMU into a comprehensive education system for health professionals that has 6 affiliated hospitals and 2 campuses. The university's 11 colleges and general education center serve more than 6,000 students and some 43,000 alumni. Building on this heritage with a broad commitment to innovation and a deep focus on specialized research in dozens of laboratories, TMU is an integrated educational system combining teaching, research, industry-university cooperation, and clinical service. The Ministry of Education's in-depth project for higher education program honored TMU in 2018.
My name is Bachargal. I'm the CEO of the Global Leadership University, and I'm promoting the Study in Taiwan program here. So it's my pleasure to visit your university, and really hope that our interview will give insight to prospective students who are willing to study at the university.
Okay.
And Professor Chen,
yes,
the Director of the International Master and PhD Program, Medicine College of Medicine.
Yeah.
And I would have a few questions about your universities as you're in charge of this international program.
Yes.
So my first program is please tell us about various opportunities at your university as a student and why international students should choose a study at your university. So secondly, what are the different programs and services that attract international students? So please give some feedback on this question.
Okay. Thank you for your question, and I'm very happy to have and welcome you come here, and I'm very happy as can be a representative of the TMU. So TMU is an international university, and we have the 10 college, and we also have the maybe 10 or more international programs, and there are more than 500 international students in the campus, and TMU is a medical university, so there are 3 hospitals in Taipei, including the TMU affiliated hospital and one more hospital and the stronger hospitals. And we also have the business company under the TMU. So in addition to the campus, our hospital is very important part of the TMU healthcare systems. So we can provide more than 3,000 beds for the patients. So it's a very big healthcare system in TMU. So we can take care of many patients. So I think the strength of the TMU is our location. Our location in the Taiwan, in the Taipei, the capital of the Taiwan, and very close to the 101. So the location is very good, and the traffic is very efficient. So the students come to TMU for study the master or PhD. They are very easier, and living here very good. And the TMU also build up the friendly and the familiar environment for the international students. Okay. Yeah.
So next question is how the quality of life in your university town, and please tell us about various outside classroom activities that students can take part in.
Okay, this is also a very important question, and a very international student came to TMU, and we because our location is in the central part of Taipei, so there are many restaurants around here.
Yes.
And we also have the gym or exercise gym for the students to take the exercise. And in the campus we have the swimming pool. We also have the many affiliation for the student, and the student don't have to pay. Yeah, they just go take their ID and pass the gate, and they can do the exercise what they want. And we also have a very beautiful campus, and we have the big how to say is a library. Yes, and they are very helpful They are good for the student study in TMU. Yes, yeah.
And next will be please describe and tour some of your major facilities that may be appealing to international students, including student center, library, research centers, sports facilities, arts and culture centers. You've mentioned in your previous question about some facilities, but can you please more
yes,
about on this question?
We have the many sub-campus. This is the central part located here, and we also have the other small campus in the different location in Taipei. For example, the Da'an campus or Utah, and we also have the very expensive equipment. We have the animal center for the research. We also have the hospital for the clinical training for the clinical test for clinical astronauts. So regarding the equipment, we have the many. For example, we have the MRI for the animal study. We have the CT for the animal study. We also under constructing the proton center for the human study. So in the TMU we already built up the many equipment, and these equipment are very helpful for the student study here. And if students can use the equipment and don't have to pay, so they have the authority to do this. Yeah.
So one last question is, if you have any Mongolian students, and what is your experience with them? I already saw some students, so how many students are from Mongolia, and how are they?
Okay, yes. IGPN, I can introduce IGPN program. Yes. So the IGPN program is the biggest program in the TMU, and our program is specific for the international students. And so far, we have the 50 international students in the IGPN program, and only 3 students from the Mongolia. So we only have the 3 Mongolia students. And I found that the Mongolia students are very smart, and they are easygoing, and they are devoted to the assignment by the supervisor, and then they also work. I can say they are also hard workers. They spend most of the time in the lab to do the research. So most of the professors in our program would like to have the Mongolia student to join their lab to do the research. So my experience in Mongolia student is pretty good, and maybe in the near future I hope we can have the more students from the Mongolia to join our programs. Yes. Yeah.
As a director of international program, so what would you give some more description about the international program to present to the future students?
Okay. Yeah. Our program is a new program. Also is the biggest one, as I mentioned before. And our program only open for the international non-native students. So all the design are good for the international students. This is very special in Taiwan. So the student have the flexibility to choose the course. So when the student come to our program, join our program, they can choose the course what they want, what they are interested in, and all the credit can be counted into the graduation for the graduation. This is the main feature of our program. And the second one, we provided the clinical training for the students. So if the students are clinical doctor in their home country, for example in the Mongolia, they are clinical doctor. After they join our program, they can go to the hospital to do the clinical training, and they don't have to pay. Yes, yes. So students study here, and they are clinical doctor. They will not interrupt the clinical practice will not be interrupted. They can do the clinical training and also can do the research, and finally they can get the PhD or master degree. So I think it can be very attractive for the student, for the clinical doctor come to our program. And another one is the scholarship.
Yes.
As you know, the scholarship is really important for the international students. So all students in my program receive the support from the Taiwan government or TMU. Yeah. In addition to scholarship from the Taiwan government or from the TMU, our program and our professor also provide more incentive for the students. So make the student can live in Taipei well. So I think our program had many good points, can attract the international student to join us.
Who want to study at college? So can you tell us what are the main requirements? For example, they have to get an IELTS 6 score, like TOEFL, whatever. Like, so what are the main requirements for this?
Okay. The main requirement of the scholarship depends on different types of scholarship. For example, the government scholarship. Taiwan provides many slots of the scholarship for the Mongolia or for the Southeast countries. So they needed to submit as I know, submitted the two recommendation letters. They needed to submit the English grade, for example, the level A or more,
yes.
And also they have the proposal for their degree, for their PhD or master. So they submit the document online, and through the investigation, after they pass the gate, they will be awarded the scholarship. This is for the Taiwan government scholarship. And the TMU also provides many slots. For example, in our program, we have 15 scholarship for the PhD students. And so students apply our program, and after interview, and we can check their status. Maybe they are clinical doctor, they have the background information is good, so we can permit the type A scholarship for the international student. And in addition, these two parts, IGPN, our program also have some donations, so we can use the donated money from the outside and provide more incentive for the international students. Yes.
So thank you very much for all this information, and I hope this information will.
Би яагаад Тайванд суралцахаар сонгосон бэ гэхээр хэд хэдэн надад шалтгаан байсан. За нэгдүгээр нь гэх юм бол Тайван маань дэлхийд дээрх улс орнуудтай харьцуулбал хамгийн аюулгүй ийм газар байгаа. За хоёрдугаар нь гэх юм бол амьдрах нөхцөл боломж бол маш сайн. Тэгээ бусад академик боловсролын төвшингийн хувьд илүү чанартай боловсролыг бол олгодог ийм давуу чанаруудтай. За мөн дээрээс нь Тайван суралцсанаар дан ганц англи хэлээр хичээл нь авдаг сургуулиуд байна. За мөн үүнийхээ хажуугаар бас хятад хэл сурах бүрэн бас ийм боломжтой байдаг. За ийм хараа би бол Тайванд суралцахаар сонгож ирсэн байгаа. За яагаад Тайпей анги ахуйн сургуулийг сонгосон бэ гэхээр манай сургууль маань Тайванд бол хувийн сургуулиудаас нэгдүгээр чагсдаг тэргүүний ийм сургууль байгаа. За мөн бусад сургуультай харьцуулах юм бол яг эмч хүний хувьд докторийн сургалтанд хамрагдахад бол бусад сургуулиудын хувьд сүүл судалгааны ажлуудыг бол төлхөө хийдэг бол за манай сургууль бол клиник судалгаа болон сүүл судалгааг хослуулан хийх юм боломжтой юм төлөвлөлтүүдийг олон улсын оюутнуудад санал болгодог учраас энэ бол бас нэг давуу тал болж өгдөг байгаа.
Манай сургуулийн хамгийн том давуу тал гэвэл сургуулийн хөтөлбөр байдаг. Олон улсын оюутнууд зориулсан сургуулийн хөтөлбөр олон улсын оюутнуудыг хөтөлбөр олонтой. Жишээ нь бол одоо миний хөтөлбөр бол international students оюутнуудын бизнес маркетинг сургалтад илүү промошн хийдэг. Тэгээд дээрээс нь бас маш олон бизнес боломжуудыг хангаж өгдөг байгаа. За тэгээд манай сургуулиас өөр нь Тайваны манайхны бүх сургуулиуд уушаараа маш олон давуу талтай хэрэглэн манайхаа оюутнууд маш олон давуу талтай хажуудаа инженери байршдаг учраас бид өөрсдөө ажиллах их бүрэн боломжтой, өөрсдөө судалгаа хийх хажуудаа боломжтой, тэгээд судалгаа хийх хэрэгцээтэй байх бүх зүйлээр нь хангаж өгсөн байдаг учраас бид энэ одоо ямар нэгэн сайентист хүмүүс талаар хамгийн чухал зүйл сурах орчин, судалгаа шилжүүлэх орчин нь бүрдэж өгсөн хамгийн чухал байдаг. Тэгээд энэ сургууль маань өөрөөр хэлбэл давуу талтай маш олон зүйлүүд маш олон гадны хүмүүс ирж судалцсанаа маш олон мэдээллүүдээс боломжтой байдаг.
So, Taipei Medical University offers a number of programs that are taught bilingual in English and Chinese in the master's and PhD level. The university specializes in areas related to medicine, but not only to not only regarding the College of Medicine, but also the College of Medical Sciences and Technology, in the various graduate institutes in the social sciences and cognitive sciences, such as the institute I work in, the Graduate Institute of Humanities and Medicine, and the Graduate Institute of Mind, Brain, and Consciousness Studies. Those programs have international faculty coming from countries such as the United States, Scotland, Korea, and Switzerland, as well as new international faculty that is joining the university every year. We also have a wide student body across the university that is from various countries, primarily from Southeast Asia, but also students from Mongolia, the United States, and other places. Again, the programs are offered at the master's and graduate level. Some of them are bilingual, and you can take classes both in Chinese and in English. The university also offers a number of services for international students, such as helping them secure the necessary residence permits to live and study in Taiwan. They help with work permits for students who have the opportunity to work here, as well as offering tutoring programs for international students where you can receive tutoring services from another student as well as offer your own knowledge to other students who might be able to benefit from you.
Мэдээж хэрэг тийм одоо энэхийн сургалтын систем техник технологийн үед нэр өөр арай өндөр түвшинд байдаг учраас өөрийгөө илүү их шахах хэрэгтэй. Тэгээд даалгавраа цагтаад нь хийх хэрэгтэй. Тэгээд даалгавраа хийхээс гадна өөрийгөө илүү сайн хөгжүүлж явах. Тайван суралцахыг нь бол ер нь сайхан. Одоо энэ ч миний нэлээд хэдэн жилийн амьдралын нэг хэсэг юм байна. Тайван маргал миний хоёр дахь гэр бүл болсон. Ингээд харахад 8 жил болсон. Ингээд харахад Тайван боловсролын системд их анхаардаг. Боловсрол засгийн газар нэг сургуулиудаа их дэмждэг. Тэрнийхээ хэрээр их сургуулиуд нь гадаад оюутнуудыг авах гэсэн сонирхолтой. Тэгэхээр магадгүй өөр улсын сургуулиудаас илүү Тайваны сургууль одоо материал явуулахад чинь тэнцвүүлээд авах боломж илүү өндөр байдаг.
Хөгжингөө оронд яг энэ боловсролын зүйлийг ингэж чанартай олж авснаар бол олж авах нь бол одоо биднэрт илүү их одоо чадварыг өгнө гэж боддог. Яг манай одоо жишээлбэл ингээд 50 насыг хацуулаад манай Монгол улстай хацуулаад яг 50 бол одоо 20-30 жилийн өмнө бол манад одоо шийдэгдэг эрүүл мэндийн асуудал зүгээр маш амжилттай одоо арга замаар шийдвэрлээд аль хэдийн амжилтанд хүрсэн байгаа. Тэгээд бид нар ингээд нэлээд чиглэлээр эмнэлгийн чиглэлээр ингээд ингэж суралцсныхаа үүдээр Монголд очсныхаа дараагаар яг тэр шийдэгдэж байгаа асуудлуудыг одоо эдний орны одоо тэр үйл ажиллагаа хэрэгжүүлсэн хөтөлбөр ажлуудаас санаа аваад түүнийг амжилттай хэрэгжүүл одоо Монголд эрүүл мэндийн зарим нэг асуудлуудыг бүрэн шийдэх боломжтой гэж байна. Нэгдүгээр хоёрдугаар бас одоо бид нар энд сурснаар бидний одоо яг энэ одоо докторийн зэрэг горилж авсан шалгуур маань бусад зарим орнууд болон одоо Монгол улстай харьцуулахад бол харьцангуй өндөр критерий нь өндөр байдаг учраас тэрнийхээ хэрэг бид нэр илүү их чадварчид илүү сайн боловсон хүчин болж чадна. Нэг нь энэ одоо чадварыг олж авч ийм боловсон хүчин болсныхаа дараа Монголд очиход эрүүл мэндийн салбарыг хөгжүүлэх одоо шийдэгдэж байгаа асуудлуудыг одоо бүрэн шийдвэрлэж чадах бүрэн боломжтой болж байна.
My name is Bayu Satria Wiratama, and I'm come from Indonesia. I'm right now is a PhD student in injury prevention and control in departments of injury prevention and control. One of my reasons choose TMU is because TMU is one of the best university in Asia, and it has the one of the best graduate institute of injury and prevention and control, because it is not common to have a graduate institute of injury and prevention in, I can say, in the world. So TMU is one of them that has the graduate institute of injury, and this is the great place that we can ask if we want to learn about injury prevention and control, because all of the teachers they are very good in their fields. They are very encouraging and very supportive, and they also have very good knowledge about injury prevention and control. So that's why I choose these departments in TMU. And hopefully, if anyone interested in injury prevention, I suggest that you can go to this Graduate Institute of Injury Prevention and Control in TMU.
Шинээр ирж байгаа хоёр хүнтэй хандаж зөвлөхөд эхлээд сонирхож буй яг өөрийнхөө сонирхож буй чиглэлийнхаа сургуулиудыг маш сайн судлаарай гэж зөвлөмөр байна. Яг чамайг чиний хүссэн хэмжээнд хөгжүүлж чадах үед сургалтын арга барилаа, сургалтын орчноор хангаж чадна гэсэн сургуулаа яг өөрөө сонгоод хэлсэн ирж сургалтын амжилттай суралцж чадна гэхдээ байна. За Тайванчууд болохоор зэрэг цагийн юмыг цагтна гэсэн арга барилаар ажилладаг хүмүүс. Тэгээд яг өөрийнхөө хичээл болоод судалгааныхаа ажлыг яг цаг тухай бүртэн толгойд төлөвлөгөөр хийж гүйцэтгэх гэх юм бол энэ амжилттай суралцж чадна.
Би Тайваны анх ухааны сургууль сурах болсон шалтгаан гэх юм бол нэг мэргэжлээрээ сурах боломжтой байсан. Хоёр гэх юм бол гадаадд сургууль ялангуяа анхны чиглэлээр сурахад дадлага хийх хэрэгтэй. Харин Тайваны анхны сургууль хичээлийн гадуур бас эмнэлэгдээ дадлага хийх боломжийг олгох юм маш давуу талтай байдаг. Дээрээс нь хөтөлбөрүүд нь англи хэлээр байдаг болохоор хэлний бэрхшээлээ боломжтой.
Basically, I found the academic environment in India and in Taiwan, especially in Taipei, very different. First, I think it's more free in here. Free as in a positive sense. Like, even in the classrooms, you are free to sit, study if you want to. But back home, it's like you don't have a choice. So, as a grown-up, I like that freedom. And as in context with the research and in context with the professors and interaction with the professors, I think it's more cordial and it's more open. Like you have easy access to your professors, or you have easy access to discussions with your teachers and professors. So that is one thing I like. Even though the education system back home is also very good, but I think these are the few points that I like about in Taipei.